This mantid is severely wounded. He barely manages to choke forth his words between wheezing gasps for breath.
Hold, hero, we are not your enemy. Tak,
The dying mantid struggles to outstretch his arm. In his mangled grasp rests a metal fork with two long, thin prongs and an ornately jeweled handle.
Awaken, the Wind Reaver. It is the only way to end the swarm.
Returned.
The Klaxi called to me. My head swims. I am not myself yet. You forgive my current state. I have slept for many years. Old Bakad, a Klaxiva should have been here to attend my awakening with Kapari sap, but you will have to do. I sense the buzzing of sapfrees to the south. They gorge on the nourishing sap I need. Bring them to me. My head swims. I can hear them howling in rage, the spirits of the Gurthani Mogul I slew so long ago. They wander this ruined terrace, seeking vengeance. If they find me in this state, I will not have the strength to fend them off, draw their attention, and put them down. Finish what I started, and I will tell you who I am.
I am out of range. I do not have a target. I need to target something first.
My head swims. Without nourishment, I will die where I stand. This will do. We have a common enemy in the Mogu, and perhaps others we shall see. I must report to the Klaxi. They would not have woken me unless the situation were dire. You have not been entirely useless. For that, I will spare your life. The Council may even find a use for you. But if you are so curious about the mantid, I will tell you more on the way to Klaxives. Otherwise, leave me to my work.
I am Kil Rook, a warrior from an era long past. In my time, this was a Mogu stronghold. It was my honor to paint the walls with their blood. For my deeds, I was named a paragon, a hero to be preserved in amber for a time when the Empire would need correcting. Wakener, what power is this that burns our land and corrupts our trees? The palace. This is not our way. I see why the Klaxi have been forced to act. They are a council of our wisest cultural leaders. They serve to check the power of the Empress. Should the Empress ever fall to corruption or endanger our civilization, the Klaxi are sworn to unseat her. There are others like me, paragons of each era, frozen in time and buried safely beyond the whispers of the Empress. We answer only to the Council, and we rest only when their will is done. Their death will be swift.
This is a sacred meeting place for the Klaxi. It would be wise of you to let me do the talking.
Empress Wind Reaver, you have awakened. What of Klaxivatic? And what is this filth you've brought to our sanctuary? The Klaxiva you sent has fallen to an adjunct of Her Majesty. This filth defeated the adjunct and saw to my awakening. We do not need help from the lesser races. Dispose of it. Right away, Klaxiva. No. The Awakener may prove useful, one way or another. For the swarm, perhaps. Death from above.
I trust in the will of the Klaxi. They know what is best for our people. And
Be a leaf in the wind.
the Imperial clutches have become an abomination. Clutch keepers rush the development of new Swarmborn, saturating them in this vile Shah energy before sending them away to the wall. The Klaxi wish to stem the tide of Swarmborn production in these dread clutches. Put the keepers to death.
Leave me now.
I trust
no
in the
mercy.
real newly hatched mantid have only two instincts. Kill and feed. They turn on one another, devouring the weak and leaving the strongest to mature. Those hatched during a swarm, the Swarmborn, are turned loose on our enemies instead. The Swarmborn in the clutches of Shekser have been tainted. They are born into shadows and nightmares, driven by terror, not hunger. They are not fit to swallow. They must be purged.
The cycle will be preserved.
I trust in the realm of the Klaxi, then a Klaxiva whispers to the tower, and it carries their whisper far, to other towers, to Mantid, to Paragons. The whisper bounces back, and the Klaxi hear it this way. They see all a tower near the palace is quiet. This will not do. It must sing for the Klaxi. It is my job to fix the tower, but if you serve the Klaxi, you should serve me as well. You fix the tower, and I will wait here.
Preserve the cycle. You seek to trade?
What makes you think I would sell to you, outsider? You shot filth. You work for me now. The amber blades of the Shexir Blandsworn are the finest weapons in the Empire. If you are not impaled upon them immediately after leaving here, bring me as many of the blades as you can carry. I want to make sure we have weapons in reserve, should we need them.
We are done. Speak, Wakener.
I trust in the realm of the Klaxi. They know what is best for our people. And Blue.
It is too far away.
The crystal sings to the Klaxi. They sense a paragon in the clutch, east of the tower. Clutch keepers are trying to pollute this one. The Klaxi will not permit this. Go and find the paragon. Place your hands in its chamber, and the Klaxi will channel your whispers through you to break them free.
I need a target. I need to get closer.
The clutch keepers seem to be using these blinding white crystals as magical foci. Peering inside, You see thick tendrils of black smoke swirling in the center. One of the workers at Klaxibes may know more about this material and why it is so abundant in the wastes.
The call of the Klaxi!
Closer. I am out of range. I usually target something. Closer.
Do you have something of value? The will!
What makes you think I would, the Bladesworn, carry their swords with pride? I want them on my weapon racks. If all goes as planned, the Klaxi will stop the Empress without your help. Still, it is my role to be prepared.
We are done.
What makes you think do you have any idea what this is? It's amber, but it is polluted with fear. I would not expect an outsider like you to understand the consequences of this.
The will of the Klaxi is eternal.
What makes you think I would? Amber is power. It brings life. Oh, told this dread amber you brought me has been twisted. It is concentrated fear. Or the Vorthik know this well. Their Kaipari has been completely engulfed by Shah, and they use the dread amber to quicken their own swarmborn. Bring me the crystals used by the Vorthik fear shapers. In their rituals, the Klaxi will study them and decide on a protocol for dispose.
My life for the Klaxi.
I trust in the a few less traitors for us to feed to the Kunjong when the dust settles.
The cycle will be
Their
preserved.
eggs should have basked in the warmth of the sun and the song of 1,000,000 wings for 10 more years. The Empress will pay for her crimes.
Leave me now. The Klaxi have called.
Mantid are born with little on their mind, but a lust for battle. Participation in a swarm is not only a cultural rite of passage, it is the catalyst for our physical maturation. Only those who return from battle can develop from a swarm-born into a fully aware individual citizen.
The cycle is
I
eternal.
slumber was interrupted by sudden dreams, unspeakable nightmares. Then I awoke. The Klaxi have spoken to me. I have my orders. There is much to be done.
You are dismissed. You are far from home.
So, you survived the Imperial clutches. You are resilient. The Klaxi hear another paragon. To the north, among the Shah-scorched roots of Kaiparivor, this one cries out in terror and agony. It cannot be saved. The Klaxi want him put down. Go defeat him or do not. Return here.
Preserve the cycle. We have mutual
Mantid
goals.
are born with little on the Klaxi, see far and hear much. They have shared their insight with me. The Vorthik embraced the Shah, using its power to fuel their march. In this false swarm, their warriors consume tainted amber and call themselves Dreadsworn. There is no future for them. They are waste which needs disposing. And you will begin that process for us when you reach Kiparivor.
Fight well.
Mantid are born with little at Shekzir's command. The great Kipari tree of Kaiparivor was twisted into a totem of horror like those outside of the palace. The clutch nearby is now used to corrupt our swarmborn, recover the eggs of the Vorthik before they are tainted. We shall raise them here. They would be the citizens of a new empire, free from the Shah.
Lay waste to our foes.
Mantid are born with little on their mind, but a lust for battle. Participation in a swarm is not only a cultural rite of passage, it is the catalyst for our physical maturation. Only those who return from battle can develop from a swarm-born into a fully aware individual citizen.
It is too far away. I need to be closer. I am out of range. Out of range. I need a
What makes you think do you have the crystals? What would happen, I wonder, if you ate one? What would it do to your soft, pink insides?
The will of the galaxy is eternal.
Mantid are born with indisciplined hands. The spear is the perfect weapon. Only the weak would augment it with sorcery, and we have no need for the weak.
Lay waste to our foes.
Kipari form, less beautiful ones, rich with amber, and surrounded by prime hunting grounds.
Fight well.
They are large. They will hatch soon. Ah, good. But we may need them.
The cycle is eternal.
What makes you think I would? Some of the corrupted Kipari were shattered during the Swarm's horrid march, casting slivers of Shah-infested amber across the land. Bring me any that you find in your travels, so that they may be disposed of properly.
We are done. Yes, Wakener.
What? How did you? The Deathcaller was a legendary hero. He must not have been fully wakened. You are fortunate. The beacons sing to each other. Outsider, important messages are sent. Your ears will not hear the messages, only those that the Klaxi trust. Hear the words they speak. The Klaxiva hear another paragon. His cries are weak and lost in darkness. The signal must be strengthened. There is a tower in Amberglow Hollow that has been silent for many years. It must sing. The Klaxi demand it. This time, I will go with you. You will help me repair it. Take the resonating crystal and meet me in Amberglow.
Preserve the cycle.
We have just intercepted a message from an adjunct on Sanves, Yaungo Laborist. They have unearthed a paragon in the amber quarry on the backside of the island. Get there immediately and free him before the Sandthick destroy him.
The will of the galaxy is eternal. Death from above.
Fly with me, Wakener, and I will show you the way of the Wind Reaver.
The Empress must fall.
The Empress continues to amass her forces. Without intervention, they will overrun that wall, even if it means smothering it in the corpses of 1,000,000 Swarmborn. Let us find a better place for those corpses. Let me know when you are ready to depart for the clutches. I will gladly drop you in from above.
Be a leaf in the wind.
Fly with me, Wakener. In order for our efforts against the Mantid Empire to continue, we require more amber. There is a great deposit of amber underneath the lake to the south, but the area is inhabited by a savage Sorok tribe. I cannot spare anyone else. You must go to the lake and test the tribe's strength, thin their numbers, and eliminate their leader, who is probably hiding in his underground cavern. Surely this is not too great a task for you.
Show no mercy.
Fly with me, Wakener. Our efforts to secure the shallows before Zanves have paid off. We have spotted another paragon buried in amber, hidden in the waters to the southwest. Adding another paragon to our numbers is vital. Another champion from ages past could turn the tide in our favor. I would go immediately. But unfortunately, I'm needed here. Since you are already a Wakener, you can carry out this task in my stead.
The Empress must fall.
Fly with me, Wakener, and I will show you the way of the Wind Reaver. It is good you showed up when you did. But perhaps you are not as useless as I thought. Old the Klaxiva sing to the Paragon. Now, soon they will know where to send you. For now, there are other tasks.
We are done.
I am busy
Reserve the
outsider. The stinging trail nurtures young Kaikari trees. The Empress drains the saplings too early. Outsider, they must grow before the amber can be taken. The Klaxiva demand punishment for this crime. It will please them if you rain death on the Ikthik harvesters. It is a crime to harvest the young trees, but a much bigger crime to waste the amber. Young amber is not as strong, but the Klaxi needed to continue the fight. We will bring them more, and they will sing my praises. Gather the young amber. We will store it until it is aged and can be consumed.
We are done.
I need to target something first. Target. It is too far away. I am out of range. I need a target.
Speak.
The hunger. Junior, they said it would be fierce, but I did not expect anything like this. It is strange to feel so weak.
You are expendable.
Impossible. Why does my strength fail me?
For the Klaxi.
Food. Sure, I must have food in my time. The meat of the starfish brought not only strength, but also clarity of mind. This is what I must eat. Bring this to me from the nearby shallows. Wait much longer, and I will devour you instead.
Preserve the cycle.
They warned me of the awakening sickness in my living years. I was the greatest warrior of the swarm. Help me regain my strength, and I shall show you. I smell the salt sea nearby, and where you can find the sea, you will find briny clackers. Bring me their tails. What will second? I must feast upon their flesh. They warned me of the wake. A warrior is not ready for battle until he tastes the blood of his enemies. I am still too weak to hunt, so you must go in my stead. Only the blood from the fiercest predators will do. I can smell that presence in the waters outside this cave. Bring this to me, and then perhaps you shall see why they call me the Bloodseeker.
Kill swiftly.
Not have a target. I need to be closer. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I am out of range. I need to be closer. It is too far away.
Will be fine. This is nothing compared to the 1,000 scars of battle.
You are expendable.
The juices of the starfish will clear my mind.
For the Klaxi.
Yes, give it here. Well done, Wakener.
Kill swiftly.
I say we need less talking and more fighting.
Preserve the cycle.
I have much work to do. The sooner I can fight, the sooner I can return to the council. Excellent. You shall give me the strength to vanquish my foes. By drinking the blood of your enemies, you acquire their strength.
For the Klaxi.
Yes, this will do. I'm afraid that I wet my hands with sorrow blood while you were away. I'm sorry, but I could not help myself. Now, watch them attack me, pitiful. Do they think to take vengeance for their fallen? Do they come challenge me? I, who have won 100 wars. I, who stood alone against thousands and still shouted for my enemies to come. No, these Sarok will crumple before me like paper before the flame. I shall show you my might. Awakener, fight alongside me and see. Here they come. bewildered.
It is too far away. I am out of range. To target something first.
From the looks of it, this mantid was just recently broken out of his chamber. He lets out a hacking cough.
Dissect. Tor has returned.
The cycle will be preserved.
You are not like the others. I hear the Klaxi calling.
Cough.
I just need a moment.
We are done.
I need to get closer. It is too far away.
What do you want?
Look at you. The god, many parts and pieces. Yes, you and all of them. So good at killing. Fascinating. Would. I must pick your brain sometime. Mua. Point. Fine.
Remember your place.
The young flyers of this era of fascinating. Their exceptional agility and endurance were, in my time, the feats of incredibly skilled or mature flyers. This would seem to indicate some kind of evolution in wing structure, or perhaps a result of advancements in training, induced genetic mutation, selective breeding. Well, there's no way to know for certain without tissue samples. Bring me their wings, and try not to ruin them in the process, will you? I need them intact. There is a champion among loyalists, yes. Whose strength, not from experience or development, but from genetic modification. He was meant to be an example of the future of mantid, the sick idea that we can be born strong without earning it. He's a mockery of my work. In augmentation was meant for mature, post-swan veterans only, and here perhaps it will serve as a lesson to Grand Empress Shaxer that taking shortcuts leads to ruin.
You are far from home.
We all have talents. Outsider. Some are just not as easy to see as others.
Preserve the cycle.
The Klaxi are pleased with our work. Outsider, you have proven to be more resourceful than we thought.
The will of the Klaxi is
I would
eternal.
go with you to gather amber, but my talents are more useful here. Even this raw amber will be of use. We can't afford to be picky in times like these. The Klaxiva will be glad I thought of this. I will tell them you helped. The Klaxiva have spoken to me. Outsider, the Paragon is hidden in the briny muck only. He is not so hidden anymore. The lizard men surround him. He cannot fall into their scaly hands. You will find him. You will awaken him. Do not return without him. If you do this, the Klaxi will be pleased with us.
We are done.
That ability is not ready yet.
What sort of creature are you? How have you awoken me?
Speak.
You look at me and see I am no great warrior. Why was I chosen? To be a paragon. Not all weapons can be seen. Awakener, one should not judge by appearance alone. Before I explain further, I need to know that you are trustworthy. Something precious to me was hidden at the time of my preservation. I am nothing without it. Defend me as I unearth my greatest weapon, and you will have my trust. Not all of the paragons were chosen for the physical skills, Wakener. Kovok is just as impressive as the last time I saw him. He will ensure great victories for the Galaxy.
Preserve the cycle.
Such a beautiful creature. Wouldn't you agree? Do not let his small size deceive you. Even at a young age, the Kanchong are lethal. Before my discovery, the Kanchong were used as weapons, with little regard for their intelligence. We struggled to control them, until it occurred to me that we didn't fully understand them. By forming a bond with the creatures, we no longer needed to exert control forcefully. Instead, a partnership occurred. Kovok was the next step in my experiment. After years of working with the Kanchong, I developed a theory. Raising one from infancy would strengthen the bond and therefore strengthen the sonic connection. I had just begun training Kovok when I was chosen for encasement. He is still very young and will need diligent training to reach his full potential. I'm entrusting Kovok to you, but be warned, if any harm comes to him, your life is forfeit. First, you must feed him to gain his trust. The turtles in the area should be suitable for this.
The will of the Galaxy is
To
eternal.
really connect with Kovok, you need to challenge him mentally and physically. You must respect his strength and intelligence. Only then will he allow you to really train him. The Muckscale tribe may provide an adequate test of his abilities, and with you there, he shouldn't be in danger. Additionally, this will allow us to decrease their numbers in the briny muck.
We are done.
I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I need to be closer.
Why would the Sorok have amber? More importantly, why would Oracle Hisayar be so protective of it? It is unlikely this came from the heavily guarded Zonves, so where did it come from? Perhaps the Klaxi will know what to make of it.
This strange-looking carving is covered in a complex written language that might be mantid in origin. You notice more relics strewn carelessly among the camps and inside the lake. Perhaps the Klaxi would be interested in examining these artifacts. Who knows?
I need a target.
Perhaps it will earn you some favor.
It is too far away.
Whispers seem to be emanating from within this amber. Could there be another paragon sleeping within? I have been asleep far longer than I thought possible. So much has changed. I must join the Klaxi Council and the other paragons immediately. But I am barely strong enough to stand. I must feed. Waken up. I sense the beating hearts of creatures on the northern bank of the lake. Kill them for me, and I shall do the rest.
Preserve the cycle.
I need
The will
sustenance.
is eternal.
The amber sustained me as I slept, but I felt its powers drain over time. If you had not awakened me when you did, I fear I would have soon slipped into eternal sleep. Liquid amber is most efficient for restoring a newly awakened paragon's strength, and is usually provided at awakening ceremony. Unfortunately, it seems you did not receive these instructions, so we shall have to improvise. I can sense a vast quantity of fossilized amber in the lake below us. It will serve, but I am too weak to dig it up myself. Do this for me. and I will see to it that you are rewarded.
The will of the Black Sea is eternal. Speak.
My duty is to the Claxi Council. Whatever they ask of me, I must obey.
It is too far away. I am out of range. I need to target something first.
You are far from home.
When I awoke, the Claxi told me of you. It seems you are not without your uses. I feel the strength returning to my body.
Preserve the cycle. Yes, Wakener.
Thank you, Wakener. Shh, that is enough for now.
We are done. Speak.
What is that tree on the hill to the west? Can it be Kipari Sar?
Corvin the Prime lapses into silence.
When I return from my final ravage, before being elevated to a paragon, I was given the honor of planting that very tree. I see it has grown into a great Kapari, but it seems something is amiss. There is an old sonar tower at the base of the tree. Take me there, wait, no. I can use the tower to take a closer look.
Have a target.
Once, great rivers of amber coursed through this tree's veins. Now, it is but a dried husk. Kaibarizar is dying. A creature of terrible darkness corrupts it from deep beneath its roots. The tree cannot be saved, but at least we can lessen its pain. Son, look, Asmus, the vile creature, has carved a path to its own lair. We need only follow it down the hill, just behind this tower.
We are done. Yes, Wakener.
The
The will
swarm
of the Klaxi
knows not
is
of their
eternal.
terrible folly. These precious trees must be protected at all costs.
You are far from home.
Thank you, Reckoner. Kaibarisar can now dream in peace. However, the beast was merely a vessel for the corruption. No, the true corruption lies much deeper.
I need to target something first. I need a target.
Yes, we can run.
No, no, no. I cannot stop now. My mutations must live.
The cycle will be preserved.
Do you have the specimens?
Remember your place.
Excellent. These are in fine shape.
We are done.
No, no, no. My enhancements are tools for experienced warriors, not toys for these fool children. Kovok seems to have weathered the years in hibernation well.
Preserve the cycle.
Very good. I had half expected Kovok to just eat you. What a pleasant surprise to see you both in one piece. Perhaps Kunjong raising is in your blood. Kovok, I am most impressed with your progress. Wakener, Kovok's training is coming along nicely, and he seems to be fond of you. I have no doubt that you are the best choice to assist me in training him.
Preserve the cycle.
Kovok seems to have... Where did you find this?
We are done.
You were wise to bring this to us. This is a piece of another paragon's encasing amber. The damage suggests the paragon may be in trouble. I will speak with the council to decide what should be done next.
The will of the Klaxi is eternal.
Kovok seems to have relying on sonic whispers to manipulate the Kunchong was only the most primitive stage of my research, and yet the Empire seems to have adopted the practice wholly. The manipulators of the Shekser are too impatient to form a proper bond with their Kunchong. Their laziness will cost them dearly. Strike this tuning fork near the dread Kunchong in the clutches. Watch as they reel in confusion and lash out at their masters. Use this to your advantage and put them down.
Preserve the cycle.
Kovok. The Shek'Zir manipulators are corralling young Kunchong into that clutch and exposing them to raw fear energies, twisting them and accelerating their growth. Disgusting. I will not allow it. You break open the cages and set those hatchlings free.
The will of the galaxy is eternal. Speak.
One healthy Kaipari remains, far to the southwest, but the Empress's slaves are destroying it as we speak. The wonders of the Kaipari sap never cease to amaze me. Among its numerous properties and applications, the sap can be refined into a nutritious and extremely delectable elixir. Nowhere in the Empire will you find a finer execution of this brew than the palace itself. Surely, the homes of the Loyalists have feeders brimming with this sweet nectar. Fill this jar at their feeders and return it to me. I long to sample the Imperial Ambrosia once more.
I am called to serve.
Fly with me,
Leave
Wakener,
me now.
and I will show this will do. For now,
The cycle will be
fly
preserved.
with me, Wakener, and you have succeeded once again. Oh, well done, Wakener.
Oh no,
We'll
mercy.
see.
The Empress must fall.
Klaxi have detected the existence of another paragon. Wakener, this one was kept well hidden from us. And for good reason. The Empress already has possession of this one. And her adjuncts work to destroy it. Even now, they are performing their sorcery in a chamber deep beneath the palace. And they must be stopped. We hold Klaxi Vess. You must go in our stead. Find the entrance to their chamber from the ledge to the west.
The cycle will be
I was
preserved.
meet Wakener, and I will scouts have reported a non-mantid presence near Corvus. Their intrusion and their theft of amber would normally be dealt with swiftly, but our forces are needed elsewhere. This task seems suited to you, Wakener. You will convince them to leave this land, or you will destroy them in the name of the Klaxiva.
Leave me now. You seek to trade.
Hello,
We are done.
Wakener. What do you have there? These relics describe the history of Kaiparai bows and the nearby amber trees. I would like to study these. Oh, thank you, hero.
We are
Hello,
done.
Wakener. If this war is to be won, we cannot afford to leave anything unchecked, outsider. There is a disturbance along the coast that needs to be investigated. The presence there is not our kind and are of no value to us. However, their supplies could prove very valuable. If there is anything of use, then we must get to it before the Empress.
The will of the galaxy is eternal.
Where some of the corrupted Kipari were shattered during the Swarm's horrid march, casting slivers of Shah-infested amber across the land. Bring me any that you find in your travels, so that they may be disposed of properly.
Preserve the cycle.
As long as these shards blanket the land, our home will be a place of fear and death.
The will of the galaxy is eternal. Yes, Wakener.
The beacon in Amberglow Hollow seems to have been tampered with right before the signal cut out. The Klaxiva picked up a signal for another paragon nearby. They believes hidden in that wretched little swamp. Dustroot Fen. I will meet you in the Fen to set up a temporary beacon until I can get Amberglow operational again. You will wake the paragon, and then you will help me.
Preserve the cycle.
Not do that yet. I do not have a target. out of range. It is too far away. I am out of range. I need to get closer. I need to target something first. I am out of range.
You have done your duty well, Wakener.
We are done.
Would you try a taste of poison? Wakener, not even just a drop. If we are to strike against the Empress, we must arm ourselves with weapons. My own choice of weapon is of a particularly toxic design. The scorpions wandering the ledge produce a deadly venom that they store in their tails. Bring me their stingers, and I will show you how I earned the title of Paragon.
It is the will of the clogs.
I am no longer a mantid. I am something more.
Remember your place.
I require another ingredient to create my first poison. Wakener, this ingredient you can easily find on the scarabs nearby. Kill them and bring me their wings.
The cycle will be preserved.
I am made anew.
It is the will of the clogs.
The last ingredient is perhaps the deadliest. The Dreadshade flower grows all along these hills. It is by eating these poisonous plants that the local wildlife has become so venomous. A single drop of Dreadshade nectar can stop a Kanchong's heart. Go and bring me some of these flowers. Do not be tempted to taste them.
The cycle will be preserved.
I am out of range. Closer. It is too far away. Out of range.
You address your elder.
Before I was cast in amber, I made a great gamble. I realized the amber could perform a miracle that I would never achieve, not even with 1,000 years of careful experimentation. Before I became a paragon, I injected myself with 12 lethal poisons. The life-giving properties of amber protected me as I guessed, and time did the rest. And now I can handle any poison I desire without fear.
Remember your place.
Did you feel the venom tail sting? Such lovely pain. Well done, Wakener. I hope you handled these stingers carefully. The natural poison from these scorpions is deadly, but slow.
We are done.
Before I was cast in amber, sometimes the most beautiful things are also the most dangerous.
Remember your place.
Many would not know the value of what you hold. You have done well, Wakener. Scarab wings can be crushed to produce a very fine white, deadly powder.
We are done.
Yes, excellent, Wakener. These are perfect. Have you ever considered learning the poisoner's craft?
The cycle will be preserved.
Before we return to Klaxivess, I wish to look upon the Empire. The Klaxi Council told me that the enemy gathers outside the Empress's palace. My poisons are ready. What better way to announce my return than with death and destruction? Just be careful not to mix the two serums. At least not while you're holding the vessels. Speak to me when you are ready to fly.
It is the will of a Klaxi.
The blood in my veins is now thick with toxins. I shall fear no poison ever again. Truly, I am my own masterpiece. am made anew.
The cycle will be preserved.
Thank you for returning me home, Wakener. But I fear the war has just truly begun.
We are done.
There are many wonderful poisons, Wakener. Some can boil you alive. Some will eat your flesh. Some burst you open from the inside. So many wonderful varieties. The swan begins, Wakener, the mantid mass, at the heart of fear. Already they fill the skies with their wings and rend the earth with their claws. They shall not stop the dark march until their bodies are laid open and bleeding upon the ground. This we shall gladly do. We will attack them from above while I fly. Use my poisons to destroy their advance. Do not mix the two serums until you are ready to attack. The reaction can be quite violent. Speak to me when you are ready to go.
It is the will of the Klaxi.
If we let the Kaipari die out, then we will have lost a great treasure. The amber is life. Yes, hand it over quickly now. My forelegs are trembling with anticipation.
We are done.
My research must continue.
You are far from home.
Kolvok seems
We
to
are
have
done.
weathered the years. Let this be a reminder. The Kuncham should be feared and respected. Kolvok, yes, I could see them rising up from the clutches. Beautiful.
Preserve the
Huh?
cycle. Buy, sell.
Hello?
The will
Where
of
some of the
Klaxi
corrupted
is
Kipari were shattered during the
something
swarm's
of
hurried
value.
march, casting slivers of shine-fested amber across the land. Bring me any that you find in your travels, so that they may be disposed of properly. As long as these shards blanket the land, our home will be a place of fear and death.
What do you want?
Pa, I remember when Ansok was still a drone, afraid to mix his first toxin. I dare him to face me alone. Then we shall see whose alchemy is supreme.
We are done.
Well done, Wakener. Acting, you have a destroyer's aim.
Klakshiviite regards you with a judging eye. Well,
You have the eyes of one who has traveled
Greetings,
much.
friend. Can I get you a mug of anything? That's a good question. We're a strange lot. Not many heroes choose to live on this side of the wall. In short, we're making beer. Not just any beer, though. Beer brewed with the sap of the great kapari trees. Disgusting, I know, but it's not. The amber that these trees produce has amazing healing properties. The mantid can't get enough of it. They consume it. They use it in their weapons and architecture. I've even heard legends that they embalm their great heroes in the stuff. Exactly. The traditions of the Sap Masters reach back through countless generations. I am but one link in a chain of sap-thirsty hero. Sometimes, however, I fear that I may be the final link. The trees are dying. Kipari IV already dead. A victim of the Shah. It will never again produce amber. It barely even looks like a tree anymore. The few amber-producing trees that remain are either being overharvested by the mantid or in danger of succumbing to Shah. Either way, no more sap means no more sap masters, at which point I'd have to return to my old job. Dumpling presser. I dent.
Wu's eyes.
May you find mastery in your passions.
Greetings, friends. Oh, they want us to leave, do they? What a selfish request. We're only taking amber from one tree. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I have brew to make, if you help us. Maybe we can all come to a mutually beneficial agreement. I give them some brew, they stop trying to kill us.
Family, friends.
The mantid don't ever make my
These
job
are
easy.
what matter
But now
most.
they've gone too far. We can fend off the occasional attack from Corvus, but now, they're starting to surround us. What's worse, they're draining the amber from our tree. This will not stand. We need that amber to make beer. They've dug a burrow into the south side of the tree. I'm short-handed here. Could you take care of them for me?
Slow down. Life is to be savored.
Tell me of your travels.
He's sound
Jade
asleep.
Serpent, guide.
Well,
Goodbye.
Tell me of your travels.
Have
Travel
you been
safe.
drinking well?
Have a target.
You are most welcome.
Greetings, friend. We're not here to hurt anybody. We just want to make a little bit of brew out of this tree sap. Is that too much to ask?
May the red crane live forever in your heart.
Oh, hello.
Is that some sort of scroll? Would you mind if I took a look?
I hope to see you again soon.
Laya reads the entirety of the message.
This scroll, this This prophecy, it's terrifying.
May your days bring you joy.
If I agreed with you, we would both be wrong.
What wisdom do you seek?
Greetings, friend. About that scroll you found. I keep looking at that line in the second stanza. Bound with wood and shade. The shade, in particular, intrigues me, I must admit. I've often considered taking some of the area's residual Shaw essence and incorporating it into a brew. I suspect that this is the shade which our recipe calls for. You will find large amalgamations of Shah to the southeast of our tree, though you may also able to harvest some from the local wildlife.
Family, friends, food. These are what matter most.
Welcome.
That recipe said, rending daggers of the Great Ones.
Olan ponders this line.
Mushan, that's it. There's plenty of Mushan roaming out there with these great big teeth. They're as long as daggers. That's gotta be what the recipe calls for.
May the mists protect you.
I have failed, my fellow brewers. I took some supplies out to the clearing, east of our tree, and I left them there. Now, with the Shah corrupting the land, and the mantid on the prowl, it is too dangerous for me to bring them back. If you would help me look for them, perhaps I could regain some of my lost honor.
May your feet never dry.
Greetings.
Forget about them, and forget their brew. We've got real work to do. The scroll mentions rending daggers of the Great Ones. I've got a feeling I know where to find them. A pair of mantid lieutenants patrol the Horrid March to the south. Each one carries a ceremonial dagger. Bring those daggers back here. We may be on the brink of something big.
Farewell.
So, got any stories?
It is so great to see you healthy and traveling so far. It would seem that our paths are quite tightly intertwined. I'm here, looking for my family. I am told that several storm stouts came across the wall to help face the mantid threat. I mean to find them and join them. Have you seen anyone named Storm Stout come through here? Here, would you mind helping me ask around?
I travel well.
Welcome.
Have you been drinking well? You mean other than lazy Dan over there? Sure. I spent some time with Evie before she went hunting up north. Such a sweet girl. And of course, who could forget Mama Stormstout?
I hope to see you again soon.
Tell me of your travels.
Greetings, friend. Yes. A few of them. The biggest one, Han, last went out to fight at Corvus. Haven't seen him in a few days. Actually, I hope everything's all right.
Slow down. Life is to be savored.
He's sound asleep. Big Dan makes a combination of sleepy, fitful grunts and snorts.
Yeah? Stormstout all right?
There is no hurry. Ah, hey!
Chen listens intently. Why, why?
Big Dan, Han, Evie, and Mama, I understand. It seems like Dan will be safe here. I will go look for Evie, Han. And Mama, Stormstout. Take care, hero.
Alright, it is great to see you again. I would stay longer, but I need to find out what has happened to the rest of the Stormstouts. I sincerely hope our paths cross again.
target something first. I am out of range. It is too far away. I was too late. He was so small, and I was too late. She should be given a proper burial. A little warrior like her deserves better than this.
Oh, hello.
I think I'm starting to understand the next few lines of this prophecy. Hero, do you have the daggers yet?
May your days bring you joy.
These daggers, look.
Laya holds the blades hilt to hilt.
They are built to fit together, but how to join them?
Farewell.
Rending daggers of the Great Ones shall be bound with wood and shade. I've learned a lot about the Korthic mantid in my time here. I know that they maintain shrines within their settlement. Corvast. One is a Heertrud of the very tree that they inhabit. The other is a dark pillar, connecting them with their queen. These shrines are the wood and shade. If my predictions are right, the daggers should react in their presence.
Travel safe.
Which river led you here?
Did you find them? Can it be?
Go with the waters.
You have brought me joy, traveler.
Farewell.
Hello.
I wonder how we'll mix those things into the brew. Can't grind them up. That'd be too gritty. Maybe I'll just soak them for a while.
Next one is on me.
I never thought of putting Mushan teeth in a brew before. That scroll's got some wacky ideas.
Jade
Millions.
Serpent.
May you find
Greetings,
mastery
friend
in your
beautiful.
passions.
Die. This will make a fine addition to our brew. The most dangerous ingredients are quite often the most delicious.
May the red crane live
Greetings,
forever
friend.
in your
Who
heart.
eyes the recipe? Wonder I'm gotten memories.
Bound with wood. Isha, we don't typically brew with wood. That, yes, but not wood. We have, on rare occasions, infused our drinks with core wood from the trees to the west of here. Most of them have fallen to the mantid, but their remains should suffice for our recipe.
Slow down. Life is to be.
Speak up.
I'm no brewer. Just looking at all those heaps of ingredients makes my head spin. Just put the brew in front of me when it's finished, thank you. No, I'm here to make sure that the brewers don't get cut in half while they're trying to make that perfect brew. It's not an easy job. The Korthic mantid across this basin have been attacking us nightly. If you're already heading over there, why don't you return the favor and attack a few of them?
Goodbye. They say your name was Evie. They say you were a sweet girl. I never knew you, but you were family. May your journey in the next world be filled with joy and beauty. Farewell, Evie Stormstout.
Chen is, for the moment, silent.
There will be time for mourning later. For now, there are other Stormstouts to be found. They say that Han Stormstout was last seen exploring Corvus. I suspect he headed into that mantid burrow just across the way. You should meet me down there. I don't doubt that I can handle a few mantid by myself, but I'd feel better with you by my side.
She looked like Lily.
I need to get closer.
Is trouble brewing?
I think I see someone over there, but I can't seem to get across these amber beams.
Come back with some stories.
I am out of range. I need to get closer. I need to target something first.
Sit down.
First Evie, now Antote. I was too late again.
May your journey be long. Another one. Lost. I may never know the peace of returning to the earth, but at least he went out fighting. Come on. There is nothing more to be done here. I am going on ahead. They say Mama Stormstout is still out there somewhere.
I need to get closer. I am out of range. I need a target. Too far away. I do not have a target.
Welcome.
Hero, look, the daggers. They bound together into a forked blade. We are on the right track. I knew this wasn't a beer recipe.
I hope to see you again soon.
What wisdom do you seek?
Greetings, friend. We don't brew with wood here. It gives the brew a harsh, insipid flavor, not unlike that of wine.
You spits.
May you find mastery in your
I'll get
passions.
these pieces prepared. We've already gathered quite a few of these ingredients. I'll have to get a pot boiling soon.
Family, friends.
Greetings, friend.
These are
Olon
what
had a
matter
clever
most.
idea. He thinks that we should visit the sprites to the west and ask them if they have any of these ingredients. Some of the elements to this recipe are seeming strange. The Ricketon sprites have a village to the west of Corvest. I hope to see you there.
May the red crane live forever in your heart.
What do you need?
You've got the makings of a fine brew garden guard, hero. Let me know if you ever get tired of the whole hero thing.
Until next time.
Tell me of your travels.
Have you
Tell
been
me of your
drinking well?
travels.
Greetings, friend. It's been a while since I brewed on the road.
May you find mastery in your passions.
I suspect we are going to need the help of these sprites. We have 2 enchanted daggers, bound together with wood and shade. Now we need someone to perform ancient incantations on our artifact. Before we ask for favors, let's show the sprites that we mean well. I heard their leader talking about a pair of mist lurkers that kidnapped several of their villagers. If we slay these fog beasts, we may get the incantation we need in return.
Travel safe.
Greetings, Wanderer.
I think that old paper said something about fiery wings. Those little dragons around here have wings. They're kind of fiery in a way. You're quicker than me. I've tried catching some of those dragons, or at least slapping the powder off of them. No point in killing a harmless little dragon, if all you want is the sparkle from their wings.
May the mists protect you.
We are protected from the mantid. Such was the agreement made so many millennia ago. There are forces from which we are not safe, however. The carrots beneath the ground to the west will haunt us, chase us, even eat us. The mist lurkers eat our kind by the handful. Help our people, outsider, defeat our enemies.
You are most welcome.
Greetings, friend. Can I get you a mug of anything?
I know what you and the girl Panda seek. We can perform the rite for you. In time. First, I require aid. The seeds fall from our great mother tree. It is our responsibility to collect them, even in dangerous times like these. Escort my chanters to the mother seeds, that they may bring them back to the collection pit.
Too far away. I do not have a target. I need a target. I need to target something first.
Yes, good. The Mother Seas are taken care of. Now, we may speak of your enchantment. It is good to have someone of your colossal size in our village. You have many uses.
Hello.
I haven't been able to catch any of those things.
Next one is on me.
Yeah, Ritalin dust. Oh,
Olan throws the powder into the pot.
this brew is turning out strange and pretty smelly. I'm starting to think maybe Laya was right.
There is no hurry.
Nice work. I've heard the sprites talking about us. We're getting their attention.
Farewell.
It has been a very, very long time since our tribe has been called on to perform this rite. I will do the best I can. You are truly welcome to Ricketon Village, outsider. blade is prepared. Now, only one task remains. You must use it.
Greetings.
We found the blades, bound them together with wood and shade, and blessed them with an ancient incantation. If I'm not mistaken, it's time to use this thing. The sprite spoke of an ancient piece of sap within the Amber Hibernal, a mantid cave near their Empress's palace. That must be the blood of ancients that the prophecy spoke of. Whatever's inside that sap must be important. Good luck.
May your days bring you joy.
You have the eyes of one who has
Greetings,
traveled
friend.
much.
Leah and I agree on one thing. Blood of ancients is almost certainly the sap from the great trees of the area. I should know. I brew with the stuff all the time. The most ancient tree of all is the one that Grand Empress Shexer calls her home, now known as the Heart of Fear. Think some amber from that tree, and our brew should be complete.
May the red crane live forever in your...
The hour is now. Set me free. No, you will not keep me inside this abhorrent prison. What? Where? What is going on?
You were being mind controlled by some sort of malevolent ancient insect creature.
Oh, that. Bah! I've been through worse. And who exactly are you?
I am Chen Stormstout from the Wandering Isle.
Stormstout? No, you're fooling. Really? A wandering isle Stormstout here on Pandaria? Where's the rest of the family?
I will explain on the way back to the Sapmasters.
Tell me of your travels.
Greetings, friend. Any luck?
Family, friends.
That should do it.
These are what
recipe
matter most.
complete. Now let's see how this beer tastes.
Slow down. Life is to be savored. You are most welcome.
Greetings, friend. Can I get you a mug of anything? Eh?
Tell me of your travels.
There was a mantid inside that amber. I never would have thought that the solution to our war on the mantid would be another mantid. There are still many things that I have left to learn, but I do know this. That certainly wasn't a beer recipe.
I hope to see you again soon.
We come with business. May your deeds live on in story.
Han is encased in a tomb of amber.
You seem a little parched.
Why are you always in such a rush, hero? It is like you dash madly from one stranger in need to another, bent on gaining new experiences. Life is not simply a glass you fill up. Stay a while, and enjoy the places you discover.
I travel well. Jade Serpent.
He's sound asleep.
What's up?
How are you?
It seems my work will begin immediately. You have come to a dangerous place, Wakener. Today, you learn that no one can be trusted in times of war. Wakener, even those closest to the Klaxi, are susceptible to corruption. Who knows how long this traitor has been corrupted? He must be destroyed. Oh, you appear confused. Do you not see the traitor in our midst? Allow me to adjust your vision.
Yes, Wakener.
I need to get closer.
You will see more of this. War is never pretty. The Empress's corruption is far-reaching and hard to detect. There is much work to be done. We need to start repairing the damage Korik did. The Empress has spies everywhere. Korik has been sending signals to the Empress for weeks. Everything the Klaxi have done, the Empress knows about. That stops now. Kaibari, it would be the first to receive news of Korik's demise. It would benefit us to make sure that message does not make it to the Empress. Destroying the Whisperers and Beacon there will buy us enough time to come up with a plan before the Empress can act. Kaibari is just one of many locations that house Empress Shekzer's offspring. In their juvenile state, the young are reckless and difficult to control. They are also deadly, swarm-born, are hatched with a highly toxic venom that diminishes in potency with age. The venom can incapacitate even the strongest and most skilled fighter. If it hits flesh, I would like you to bring me some of this venom.
Too far away. Slow down. Enough of that.
Hello.
You wanna be part of Soggy's crew? Then you're gonna start at the bottom, like everyone else.
Stay focused.
So the bugs have taken an interest in us, have they? Well, if they want something from us, they'll have to come and earn it themselves. You work for what you get here. That means you too.
Goodbye. Come, speak with me.
Here to help. Are ya? Well, first things first.
Eri rummages through her pockets for a moment, before producing a small vial of glowing blue fluid.
Here it is. Matsu's breath. Captain's own formula. What? You thought I'd send you out to sea without a means of breathing? I need deckhands, not corpses. Down the hatch with it. Green eye. This'll give you a fighting chance out there on the shelf.
May your deeds live on in story. What is your hurry?
You'll thank me later.
Stay focused.
You wanna be
Keep
part
the
of
peace.
Soggy's crew? Then we got a load of empty crab pots out there that need fresh bait. Now, we could pull them one at a time and bait them up here in comfort. A nice chair to sit on. Maybe a hot cup of tea to keep you warm. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Never gonna happen. Head to Lonesome Cove, immediately southeast, and bait those pots with 2 chunks of fresh sea mutton. By fresh, I mean killed right there in the water. Oh, and by pots, I mean traps. If you want to be part of the crew, you'd better learn the lingo.
May your deeds live on in story.
You wanna be part of... You know what happened to the bait in those pots? Otters. Dentai, that's what happened. They prefer fresh clams, but they'll pick our crab traps clean if they're hungry enough. The otters in Lonesome Cove are protected by law, and we run a legitimate operation here. As much as I'd love to chum those little rats and call it a day, we just make sure they aren't hungry enough to raid the crab pots. Toss them a few clams to keep them busy while you're out there.
Goodbye.
I am out of range. It is too far away. I am out of range. It is too far away. I need to be closer.
Patience, patience.
You wanna be part of— Not bad. Green? Not bad.
Stay focused.
That should keep their little whiskers out of our traps for a while.
Keep the peace.
All right, I got another job for you. You see that lion seal in the pen over there? Name's Dog. He's been Soggy's pet for years. Dog's acting up lately. I think he's getting restless in that pen. Why don't you go talk to Soggy and let him know? I'd say it's about time you meet the captain anyway.
Stay focused.
You have the eyes of one who has
You
traveled
deckhead
much.
We'll see about that. I run a tight ship, even if she is at the bottom of the sea.
Family, friends.
Don't mind those two
These
idiots
are what
outside.
matter
They're caught up in
most.
some fad called sharking. I'd wager they feel pretty dumb about that picture in a couple of months.
May the red crane live forever.
Dog ain't my
in
pet.
your
He's a
heart.
member of this crew. And my best friend. Saved my life more than once, you know. But I'm getting too old to walk him anymore. And he still needs his exercise. Take Dog for a trip around the shelf for me, would ya? Yeah, he loves to swim through the hot geysers just southeast of the shallow. He absolutely has to, leave his mark on the dead whale at the far western edge of the shelf. Oh, and he'll want to visit our old shipwreck too. He likes to reminisce.
Slow down. Life
Don't
is
mind
to
those
be
two idiots.
savored.
Look, I ain't got reason to trust you, but there's a task I can't give to my crew. I need you to search the wreck of our old ship, the Misthopper, and bring back the charter. It'll be sealed up in a silver tube in a footlocker. It's sort of, incriminating. I can't risk any of the crew finding it if they decide to visit the old girl. She's resting on the shelf of Mazu, to the west. I'd suggest riding a rip current out there. If you got the stomach, they're all over the shelf.
May you find mastery in your passions.
What is your hurry? Keep the peace.
Looks like you. I just got word that a string of pots we dropped this morning hit it big. We're on the crab. Problem is, the rips are getting stronger, and we lost track of some of the pots. They're just sitting out there, filled with spiky blue gold. I need you back out there. Hook one of these boys up to any of the full traps you find and send it to the surface for us.
May your deeds live on in story.
It's all about those emperor crabs. Sweet blue gold is what they are.
Goodbye.
Crabbing is our big money maker, but we send all kinds of goods back around the wall. Oils, plants, even rare minerals. The sea's bounty is rich out here. Right now, the big craze in the markets back home is thresher teeth. Apparently, they make great necklaces. Threshers are all over the shelf of Nazu to the west. Bring me lots of teeth.
May your deeds live on in story.
I am out of range. I do not have a target. I need to get closer. That ability is not ready yet.
Dog whines as best as a lion seal can, feebly lifting one flipper toward his massive jaws. He's hungry. The shelf of Mazu is covered in Rakshal Makura. That should make a fine meal for him. Fine.
It is too far away. I am out of range. I cannot do that yet. Not ready yet. It is too far away.
Come, speak with me. Keep the
It's
peace.
all about those Emperor. Nice work out there.
May your deeds live on in story.
Having actually seen someone eaten by a thresher, I'm not sure why you'd willingly string their teeth around your neck, but whatever.
Goodbye.
Those are perfect. Just put them down over there. I'd rather not touch them myself. Creeps me out.
Stay focused.
Dog licks his chops happily, looking satisfied.
Tell me of your travels.
You are most welcome.
Don't mind those two idiots outside, to be honest. I hope a grouper ate the old charter. Wait, then it might end up here anyway. Dang
May the
it.
Red Crane live forever.
That's the charter tube,
in
all
your
right.
heart.
I guess you'd like to know what all the fuss is about, eh?
Soggy lets out a long sigh as he uncaps the tube. Uncaps the tube.
Might as well get it over with.
Family, friends.
How did it go? I hope he
These are
didn't
what
cause too
matter
much
most.
trouble.
May you find mastery in your passions.
Hello.
I never thought I'd see the day, but for the first time since, well, ever, Master Anglo-Julian asked for some help with his lines. Apparently the sea is going crazy today, and he can't keep up. See if you can give him a hand. He's fishing just south of here.
May your deeds live on in story.
What do you need?
What will the sea bring us today?
Enough of that.
You have the eyes of one who has
Don't mind
traveled
those two
much.
idiots outside.
What happened out there? I heard a scream. And next thing I know, these nasty things come rolling in on the next wave.
Keep the peace.
What wisdom do you seek?
I'm not gonna sit in a damn rocking chair while my crew gets devoured by a leviathan. Come on, let's get to the dock and launch a dinghy. Oh, I got a special one set up just for this kind of situation. My own little Misthopper Jr. will give that thing a case of harpoon fever.
Slow down. Life is to be savored. Tell me of your travels.
Nice shooting out there. I knew we could do it. Never met anything that can't be killed with enough harpoons.
May you find mastery in your passions.
Patience. Patience.
That was some amazing work you and the captain did out there. It's an honor to have you on the crew. Oh. And Julien survived. He swam ashore just after you started letting the harpoons fly. He was raving about some kind of gigantic egg or something that washed in with Gio. Go check up on him, will you? He's probably hauled it out of the water by now.
Goodbye.
Slow down.
Hey there. Oh, I'm fine. I've had worse spills than that after a night at the chum bucket. But would you look at this thing? I spotted it peeking out of the seafloor when I went under. Zhao must have dredged it up while he was thrashing around. Not really sure what to do with it, but it looks valuable. Seeing as how you pretty much saved all our hides, I think we owe you this catch.
There is much to be done for the Galaxy.
Information is power. Weakener, those with the most information, always have the most power. excellent work. This should allow us the time to repair the damage Gorik caused. You may have just shifted the tide of war in our favor.
Preserve the cycle.
Swanborn Vilnom will not only give us an additional weapon, it will also help us figure out what stage the swarm is in.
Kill swiftly.
This venom is in its advanced stages, but doesn't seem to be losing its potency. This is very curious. The Klaxi will want to know immediately. Thank you, Wakener.
You are expendable.
You never know who can actually be trusted unless you me. That newfound Empress Shekser has finally lost her patience with us. We have learned of an enormous army massing in the shadows of the Heart of Fear with orders to crush Klaxives. We have been fortunate to hold out this long, but we cannot survive a siege of this scale. Wakena, you have been invaluable to our efforts. Come, take your place on the field among we Paragons. I will see you on the battlefield.
Fight well. Heroes never die.
Your arrival is timely, Wakener. Our ritual is underway. The council is in harmony, Wakener. Our ritual will bring about the demise of the Empress and allow us to secure the future of our great empire. Behold the power of the Klaxi.
Death to all who dare challenge my empire! Such is the fate of those who question authority.
We are undone, Wakener. Your efforts appear to have become imperative to our cause. On behalf of the remaining council, I implore you to continue in your assistance. Have spoken. The Empress must fall.
Who holds the swarm? Show yourself! Answer to the Klaxi! Treasonous Klaxi! Her magnificence was right about you. Speak your name, puppet, that our annals will be complete. Grand Vizier Zorlok, voice of the Empress. Your Empress has fallen! The Klaxi have pronounced judgment. Stand aside, or be brushed away. The Klaxi are to be disbanded by the will of the Empress. Blaspheme! The desperate Klaxi have resorted to digging up fossils. Very well, let us finish this. Unscathed, indeed. Forward! The Klaxi reveal themselves as traitors. Decimate them and leave nothing behind.
rest of the freed paragons are scattered around the Heart of Fear. Fighting off the mantid swarm, they may need your help.
Out of range. Out of range.
Their death will be swift.
Fly with me, Wakener. The siege is broken for now.
Be a leaf in the wind.
You only understand part of our order. You are an outsider and have been treated as such. It is no longer appropriate that we keep our secrets from you. There is something you should see.
The Empress must fall.
Fly with me, Wakener, and I will show you the way of the Wind Reaver.
Show no mercy. My life for the clock.
Fly with me, Wakener, and I will show you the way of the
Wakener,
Wind Reaver.
your deeds have earned you the trust of the Klaxi. You are to be rewarded. Walk with me. We mantid are an elder race. The Pandaren you associate with, they are but children. They have their role to play. Each cycle, our young swarm their walls. The Pandaren slay the weak, the strong return. With each generation, we grow ever stronger. Before your history began, our empire was vast. We shared this world with our sister kingdoms, Ankiraj and Ajol Nerub. Our gods were many and powerful. We mantid worshipped the 7 heads of Yasharaj. Great was the Old One, and terrible was his wrath. He consumed hope and begat despair. He inhaled courage and breathed fear. When the usurpers came, the ones you call Titans, Yasharaj was destroyed. His last terrible breath has haunted this land ever since, but the shadows he left behind are mere whispers of his former glory. I tell you now because you have earned this warning. Your gods are not our gods, outsider. If the Old Ones ever return, we mantid will once again stand by their side. The wisest among you will do the same. Called to serve.
Fly with me, Wakener.
Kilrook gives you a strange glance.
The Clock Shiva may never accept you fully. Their xenophobic minds are closed to the possibility of a useful hero. I, for one, have been proud to fight by your side, hero. Your presence and your assistance do us great honor.
The cycle will be preserved.
Fly with me, Wakener, and I will show you the way of the Wind Reaver.
Yes, Wakener. Preserve the cycle. We are the extension of our Empress's will. Ours is but to serve in her divine name. Never to question nor to contemplate. We simply act. The chaff of the world tumbles across our doorstep, driven by fear. Her royal storm will whisk them away. They are but the waves crashing upon the mountain of her divine will. They may rise again and again, but we are unfazed. We will stand firm. The divine challenges us to face these intruders. And so it falls to us, her chosen voice. The divine chose us to give mortal voice to her divine will. We are but the vessel that enacts her will. Given to the despair failed their test, will you? Good. Now, if only my students were here to see and learn from the coming display of martial prowess. On your guard, invaders. I, Tyak, Lord of Blades, will be your opponent. Can you follow my blade? I'd always hoped to cut someone like that someday. To hear that sound. But to have it happen to my own prothorax is ridiculous. Pitiful wingless scrubs! You step out into my domain, and I will hear your death screams as you plummet from this terrace! Civic! In formation! Show them who controls the winds of Pandaria! Wrath of the Empress! Bring mighty Garelon to us! Grind their bones to dust! We must defend the Empress! Your defiance of the Empress ends here! To die for the Empress is an honor. Empress, I have failed you. have found a few of my experiments. Step closer and you may witness the full glory of my work here.
It is too far away.
You must be powerful to have come this far. Yes, you will make worthy test subjects. What's your step? From death comes life, and from life... What have you done? No, this will not be how my work ends. I will not allow it. Empress.
I need a target.
Seal the gates! Bar the exits! Destroy these intruders!
I am out of range.
Death to all who dare challenge my empire!